Hi everyone, I'm Neil Thompson. I'm the Planning Reporting Coordinator in Hull, and this is my idea for the 2041 competition. It's around travel culture and in particular the way we attribute and use our car allowances. So the background to this, obviously to build on npower's existing green agenda, there's 1,800 employees at ML grade and above who currently have a car allowance. And there's an extra 5,000 across the company which are not at that grade but also have a car allowance. So this idea is to utilise the existing infrastructure. Again, there's nothing new, it's just using it in a slightly different way. So the idea is to request that participants substitute the car allowance for a hybrid or electric car. What I want to do is gain buy-in from 1% of this group and initially run a trial. What we'll do is implement the lease so the person will have that vehicle, collect the findings, so some actual real world data to use, and then analyse all this and compare, for instance, hybrid to full electric vehicles to make sure we can attribute the most suitable vehicle for that person. So the existing infrastructure, if you look at the Midlands area, 4 of our sites really close together, you know, a really good bit of scope to use a full electric vehicle, whereas further north, for instance Leeds, Sunderland and potentially Hull in the future, there's a bit more distance to cover, so you'd be looking at more suited to hybrid vehicles. The benefits of doing this scheme, you've got the tax incentives, so for instance lower company car tax because of the lower CO2 emissions. CO2 savings in general, you know, electric does no emissions, whereas hybrid cars are vastly reduced. You have fuel cost reductions of up to 30% on a hybrid vehicle. Obviously with electric it's plug in and charge. You have a £5,000 grant from the government if you buy a fully electric vehicle. And you've also got the fact that it will be great publicity for npower to show that we're actually looking at doing this type of thing. In terms of going forward into the future, looking at different vehicle types and, as I say, tailoring them for the type of journey that that person will be doing. I'm going to model all the impacts, which are, again will allow us to further improve the options that we give to each of the employees. We're going to investigate new technologies such as, for instance, hydrogen within the next 5 years as well. Also, just to increase the scope of the trial, so we could next move to the 5,000 extra employees with the car allowance. And going forward as well, just securing a long-term partnership with a manufacturer. Obviously this will reduce costs at our end. It will be mutually beneficial because they'll be able to publicise it at their end as well. So I think there's a massive scope for this to continue. So that's my idea for 2041, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.